We're making a game where you're stranded in a clay multiverse. The player is a researcher specialized in exogeology, who's willing to go the extra mile and impress everyone with its discoveries. Decides to travel out of bounds to some unknown part of the galaxy to find answers and start a long space travel while being in cryosleep. Unfortunately, during the travel, the ship gets sucked into a black hole and it's now trapped in this multiverse.
It's infinitely complex. They have access to infinite time and space, but they're not bound by anything.
So, along with alternative versions of yourself, the goal is to find the right materials to build some sort of device that will bring you back to the universe where you belong. But to do so, you'll have to travel from planet to planet, fight aliens, search for artifacts, craft weapons and equipment, and more importantly, avoid death by decapitation, for example.
Fatality.
It's an online co-op multiplayer formula, inspired by tons of RPGs we've played. Our inspiration for this game is to mix the World of Warcraft experience, where you get your party into a dungeon and everyone has a role, and for example there's a tank who keeps the aggro, the rogue who deals DPS and stuns enemies, the mage who polymorphs a mob, removing it from combat, the Leroy Jenkins,
Oh my god, he just ran in.
so basically teamwork oriented.
Team! Team, 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 team.
And also we want the Dauntless experience, where you don't have to spend hours and hours to organize the dungeon crawl, but instead you jump right into combat. You fight few mobs, you kill the boss, and you get materials you will then use later to craft a fancy piece of equipment ready to be used straight away in the next mission.
In the last weeks, we have worked on a basic version of the character customization, where you can select different features and colors. For color, we use a texture with a mask split in a way that allows us to select skin tone, primary, secondary and tertiary colors. Then for the face features, we made some scriptable objects we called player features collections. In there we determine if the features are hairstyles, facial hair, or combinations of ears, noses, eyelashes or gadgets. Now it's simple to add as many pieces as we want to our characters. The proportions of the body and head will not be customizable here, but are changing dynamically depending on your stats and characteristics. We used the addressable system in Unity to load the assets asynchronously just in time before they are displayed. This is useful so that not all the models and textures are loaded in memory on startup, but we only load what we need when it's needed.
Hasta la vista.
We also have to think about what kind of animations we want. There's plenty of options and styles. You can do realistic AI animations, boring. You can buy some animations from the asset store, extremely boring. You can make them yourself and give your characters some personality. Make them feel alive and unique. I wanted to go with a cartoonish approach. Think Pingu meets Celebrity Deathmatch. Boom! To achieve these, I need to apply a few animation principles, like squashing and stretching, anticipation, or exaggeration. Everything starts with a good idle combat animation, meaning your character is not performing any particular action, it's just ready to do something at any moment. In this particular case, we have a robot with some organic parts, and you know it's a clay robot, not cooked yet. I like to think it still has some sort of flexibility in its body. And I generally imagine a robot moving not so organically, maybe make some of its parts rotate, etc. But look, it has sausage fingers. As the hands rotate, I want these sausage fingers to follow and give me the opportunity to show this machine is a softie deep down in its metallic heart. As the hand rotates, I make those sausages fingers squish a bit and bend with kinetic energy. As they stop, they wobble a bit to come back to their original position, and so on and so forth. This makes my idle animation a little bit more interesting in my opinion, and gives my character a soul. And it's a similar process with the attack animation and death animation, but this time the squashing and stretching plays a key role, especially at the moment of the impact with the ground. Pingu taught me that. Pingu gave me guidance with its wise words and crooked smile. Farewell, Pingu, you will be missed. By the way, here we have our characters ready for the next stage of development. There's a lot more to do indeed, but we can start seeing some form of life coming from these two. We will be talking a bit more about gameplay elements in the next episodes, but for now I hope you liked the video, and if you did, please subscribe to our channel. Give us your feedback, join our Discord or wishlist Clayverse on Steam to give us your precious support.
Have a great day.